Yes. People, then welcome back to Danny AFC TV. Hold on 2 seconds. So sorry, my people. I baked the house slightly like Jamaica, so I had to just open up the windows. But guys, do be liking and do be subscribing. The realist is in the building. Danny AFC TV. Just about on time this evening. Now I do know the Sunday streams are usually quiet, but I thought, you know what, I'm not doing much. England have played again today. I think they beat Finland. Don't really know. Don't really care. Don't watch it. I was just watching the Republic of Ireland. I see Evan Ferguson did play another 90 minutes, but seems to get no airtime or game time at all at Brighton. Was it all hype? Is he like another one of them guys? A guy come through at Brighton a little while ago. Was it Aaron Connolly? He seemed a little bit all hype. But do we like him? Do we subscribe him? Again, let me take this time to tell you, shouts out to the real one himself, Ali. That is from Craftopia. Now, he's a real one. I'm sure you've noticed how beautiful my two little pictures here are looking. Rather stunning, as I know you can see. Let me get my phone ready for a TikTok live. The pictures are looking stunning. He's going to fix the picture that isn't working. So Craftopia, he's on my WhatsApp, he's on TikTok, he's on my description here, YouTube. So please give him a little look over. He does things for, I don't know, young people, old people, star signs, things for girlfriends, Valentine's, Christmases, and I don't know, pumpkins, bonfires, Halloweens. Just check out his page, Craftopia. That's on TikTok. But his description or his page is all over. Sorry, my description here on YouTube, and it's on TikTok and Twitter as well, as it is on my WhatsApp status. Right, who's that on my phone? Right, let's get to it. International breakdown. As far as we know, everyone has kind of come through unscathed. We know the Saka injury. I've had people telling me he is fine. It was more precautionary. He was obviously sent home by the England from the England camp. I don't want to say as far as I've seen images of him training, but there was some sort of pictures of him and Odegaard circulating today that made it look like they are on the outside of the field, probably at the I was going to say London Conley, but it's called what's it called now? The Sober Reality, whatever. Sober Reality, that's it, whatever. Basically, our training ground. So hopefully, from the pictures that I'm seeing, guessing, hopefully the motherfucker, basically, Odegaard and Saka will be fine, if not definitely, for Bournemouth coming up this very Saturday. For the following game, that will be Liverpool. I think we've got Shakhtar crammed in between that. Let me just wrap up this Zoo, and I'll let you know who is in the comments. Linda is here. What's good, girl? What? Does he do cat things? Not that I've noticed. But the link is in the description, and I'm sure he can. So maybe give him a message, or I can ask him, as I've just come off the phone to him, because I've got to send that picture to him tomorrow with another picture that he's going to light up. And yeah, fix that one. But I've got to find the charger. That is what I've got to do. Right, it's dead. So let me try and get the stream out there. Shouts out to you, Linda. What's good, girl? How's your evening? Right, let me just quickly get the stream out there. Where is the real ones? Where is the boys from the group? Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But as you can see, Linda, they are very nice. Hold on, your comments away. Let me take your comment away. The pictures are very nice. He made me a lovely, lovely, lovely t-shirt. So yeah, the job is a good one. He made me a lovely, lovely, lovely t-shirt. You're not going to like the video, Linda? The job is a good one. Right, let me get the stream out there quickly. We're linked with another goalkeeper. He's on a free though. There's again so many frees knocking around in the summer. That's another one that I actually didn't put in my list personally, but hey ho. Never free transfer for the summer. A bit of smart shopping at Arsenal Football Club could be getting done. Right, let's get this stream out here. What is going on out here? You. Trying to get some people out on this stream. Yuri, I've been the moment. Noticing. At last, how you doing, bro? I was watching Turkey again, bros. And bros, I've said it before. I'll say it again. The future is bright. The future is Turkish. Bro, that club that murked me the other day in the bed. What is that down my top? Why have I just got stuck to myself? 1 second. Bro, Katampa. Is that how you say the name? Kasimpa Katampa? They've got a couple of players, bro, that I like. Özkan! Özkan abi! He's a centre back. 18, bro. Can I tell you what I liked about him, bros? At 18, he knows how to tackle a man. When I say tackle a man, he doesn't mind showing a guy a piece of studs and kicking him. Özkan! Yeah, bros. Looks like he could do it in the Premier League very, very easily. Shouts out to Craftopia. Mr. Ali made me the t-shirt, made me these spectacular lights. One says Danny AFC TV YouTube, I'm sure you can see. He'll fix that in time, but that one there he will fix. But UE, and there's a goalkeeper as well. Good luck, Gutsu. Yeah, this guy is looking good. So yeah, don't worry. I'll be letting out proper names and my scouting mission in Turkey, my latest scouting mission to Turkey. And bro, about blowing my own trumpet, you know, when I say a player is good, I know a player is really good, really good. I'm gonna just go and Google that. Where are you, Yui? Where are you? What the F? iCloud privacy. What the fuck is all of that? Get out of my face, man. Private browsing mode. What is this? Mate, just get out of my face. Saka is back. Well, go on now. Yeah, I've heard he's back. Him and Odegaard. Maybe not for Bournemouth, but definitely. So sorry, Yui. There's my guy. Well, I'm loving him already, bros. Centre back who can play left back comfortably. He's played both positions. Played for the Turkey under 21s. He's played 8 games already this season. Bro. This is that next guy. Trust me. Right. Turkish left back or centre back. Bro, at 18 years old, he has made 65 career appearances at 18. Scored 4 goals. Represented Turkey at under 21s. I'm sure he'll be in the Turkey national team soon. Player number 2. Where is he? That's not him. That's not him. Who does my goalkeeper play for? So sorry, people. Where is everyone? Tell me about it, Yui, man. Uh, do you know what? Why am I doing all this when I've written his name down already in the book? There you go. I found him. Sevkan, Sevkan. And this has been updated because it now says Real Madrid after him. So this guy is slightly known about. Well, Real Madrid is allegedly after him. But Yasin Ozkan, bro, left back, centre back. We love players that play left back, centre back. Why aren't we already onto this kid? 18 years old. He's played 65 senior games. I think Nketiah played 65 senior games for Arsenal. Seriously. Yeah, where's the Lee Akers of the world? He's been on strike for ages, the Lee Akers is. Where are they all? No, I wasn't saying it like that. They're bros. They're probably the biggest club in the world, reputation-wise. Um, even though Premier League clubs would argue with that, but you know what I mean. Kids from South America dream to play for Real Madrid. But it's interesting how even Real Madrid, the Galacticos of the world, are watching the Turkish talent very closely because that means that even Danny AFC TV knows there is talent in Turkey. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be nurtured correctly. Seriously, that's why me and you know that national team. Do you know what I mean? Is it Montella? I hope it's in good hands because there is, you know what I mean, some really, really good youth coming through at international level for Turkey. And you know what? I'd go already. There you go, bros. That's what I'm saying. Yasin Ozkan, bros. Left-footed centre back. 65 games, 18 years old, yeah? And the goalkeeper, Sevkan. And now it says he's been linked with a £10 million move to Real Madrid. I'm upset about that because I never noticed that the other day when I noticed him. I just want to check one more thing on that. Okay, so Trabzon. Yeah, I've already mentioned him to you before. Trabzon. Huh. Trabzon only signed him this summer. He's 18 and he's already in the first team. Motherfucker. Yeah, bros. Again now, not in a disrespectful way, that's at Brighton now. If Arsenal want anyone from Brighton, it's going to cost mega money. The only player you can get at a decent price from Brighton right now, and is a guy you've had your eyes on before, is Evan Ferguson. Who's Royal Club? Bastards, Yui. I was hoping this kid wasn't fucking as known about. You see, Yodes, obviously he bossed obviously Juventus around as well. I notice he's wearing the number 10 shirt now, getting a lot more minutes. I thought Stemi was Besiktas, bro. I swear he's Besiktas. Coming for different positions, look like they're doing something right. Most definitely. But you see that Semi, ain't he the striker, the 18-year-old? Yeah, there you go. See, I know him as well. I'll be honest with you. as much as I like him and the potential is blatantly there, he got a lot of attention, bro. He went through, one of them mad streaks, like 10, 12 games of non-stop scoring. But yeah, he's definitely still up there on that, has to be nurtured list. But again, at 18, sometimes you can see with Arda Güler, you're good enough. Wrong with 25. So I've heard this kid has got a buyout clause and it's been between 20 and 25. Between 20 and 25. So again, that's the thing Turkish clubs have got to do. Let me check that as well. Sorry, guys. I know it's boring when I do that, but I'm sure he's got a buyout clause. Buyout clause. So sorry, bro. It says Aston Villa want him here, 18 mil. All right, it's going to be a bit exclusive, but that was in June. All right, Besiktas rejected. Don't go on to that Reddit. I'm so sorry, people. I won't be doing this anymore. Oh my god, that's Facebook. Go fuck yourself. Uh, uh, da, 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 da. Anyway, yeah, it does say Besiktas have turned down some money for him. Not that I was obviously ever questioning you. But from what I've been hearing, 2025 mil will definitely hit him out of Turkey. Maybe he's signed something. Because I've just read something about him being when he turned 19. Turkey's team can be very good, bro. So seriously, without being rude, anyone in that 30, 31-year-old bracket now, unless they're gangster, I'll drop them all out. I'll get Semir Kilskoy, let's call him Kilskoy, coming through. Arda is going to be the creator, maybe on the right wing because we've still got Changalu, who's obviously still marking it in Serie A. Yildiz can play that left wing role. Semi up front, Arda on the right. What about Kotu? How good do you think Kotu is? Now, on following this kid, he's doing all right. He left Holland eventually because I don't rate people that play in Holland, and he's now at Benfica, and I think he's doing okay. Of course, it does. And if Kangaloo or Changaloo, I know I say his name probably really bad. Koku, we nearly signed him, bro. We nearly signed everyone. That's what I mean. Like I've even got more on the Zubamendi thing. As he says, never once have I turned down Arsenal. There's only one team in the Premier League that I have turned down, and that's Liverpool Football Club. So all of that was fabrication, bros. Do you know what I mean? Us being linked with him, us release clause, da 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 da, the missing link, Zubamendi, and we never did it. For whichever reason. I'm still not going to say he's great or he's better than Mourinho, but I know he spent 30 mil, just over 30 mil on Mourinho. I know 51 hits you Zubamendi. But yeah, you need that Declan Rice. Or, you know what I mean? Someone really strong in the centre mid. To have like, yeah, Kangaloo as a number 10, Koku, and yeah, 30 left back, Ozcan centre back, It's looking good. And the goalkeeper, Sevkan. I am now just looking for 2 players, bros. Seriously. I've just read out the whole Turkish team, I reckon, bros. Sevkan, 18 in goal. 30 at left back. Left centre back, Yasin Ozkan. Right centre back and right back we're going to come back to. Give me a central midfielder. Turkish central midfielder. Who am I forgetting? Got Kochu and Kangaloo midfield with one very defensive-minded midfielder. Yildiz left, Galer right, and Semi Kilskoy up front. Boris, for me, bro, very good squad player. Trossard type. Unless Semi's pissing us off up front, you know what I mean? I'm very tight friends. Well, again, I'm sure they pretty much play similar as well, bros. I don't know, like, I noticed he did score for Spain the other day, Zubimendi. But anyway, he's basically said he's got no real desire to leave Spain. But maybe like Mesut Ozil when he said like he would never have left Real Madrid like for anyone, especially to come to the Premier League. But Wenger was a massive part of that. So he did say like, yeah, without him, you know what I mean? A Spanish manager sounds great, and Arteta possibly, or a Pep at Man City. And obviously he is being linked with Manchester City. So again, he suggested it's just the right club. And my friend Boris, why is it so quiet out here, man? Shouts out to you, Yui. I've got a couple of bits of news. Bro, have you heard? We've been linked with a striker from Brazil, Igor Jesus. He plays for Botafogo in Brazil. He's 23. Recently made his Brazil debut. I'd say no, bros. If you're 23 and you're still playing Brazil, and you played in Saudi, and you've just been signed from the Saudi league to go Brazil, no. William Saliba, bros, needs a new contract offer. Bro, the writing's on the wall. Real Madrid, again, we can go and check in the Spanish league, but I'm sure Barcelona are top. You know they're not going to have this. They'll probably sack Ancelotti in a minute. Do you know what I mean? Try and get a Jurgen Klopp or an Alonso in at the end of the season. But again, you know they're going to want a couple of threes, you know what I mean? Alphonso Davies. And we're linked with another free UE if you're still there. Alex Merritt. That is the Napoli #1 goalkeeper. Is he from Switzerland? I know I've definitely heard this guy, Alex Merritt. 27 years old. As far as I know, still hasn't signed a new deal at Napoli, and Arsenal are linked with him. The fascination of Arteta and goalkeepers goes on. I heard more about that Garcia, the one Garcia, the Espanyol goalkeeper. Well, I think he's #2 at the moment for Espanyol. So much for his fucking £25 million release clause, and Arteta wanted him badly, but it was a financial decision, and he couldn't, even though personal terms was agreed. But he's got a funny fetish. Anyway, we would have got Saliba. Anyway, he didn't even try. And that is the hurtful thing about Arsenal. And again, Rose, we could have the great Wenger debate. Do you know what I mean? Like me and Lee was again recently on a stream. We were just going straight into it. It was literally like the way me and you are talking. Like, weren't that busy. And me and Lee were going toe to toe. Wenger ruined the club and la la la. And I was like, well, bro, look at the first 10 years. Arteta will soon be at the club 10 years. When he signed that new deal, that takes him to 10 years at the club, bros. Do you know what I mean? We all know he's just signed another 4-year deal. DJ DQ. If it remains as it is now, bros, it was that one kind of lucky FA Cup that Uber and Martinez won for him, if you ask me. But anyway, a win's a win, la la la. But again, when did he take over? Was it just for the quarter-final, semi-final? Can't even remember. Anyway, Wenger's first season, he won a double. So again, I find it crazy for Lee to sort of compare the two. Do you know what I mean? Chloe's in the building. But bro, there's a lot of things with Saliba. I reckon it will come down again. Because again, it's already coming out that he's always wanted to play for Real Madrid. But similar, the rumours have always said, you know what I mean? He would love to have played for PSG and tried to bring them to that European heights. Do you know what I mean? The ones that they keep failing. We know they're going to win the French league year in, year out. I think it's going to be that when, you know, Van Persie, I'm afraid to say, decided to leave Arsenal. When Henry decided to leave Arsenal. When Vieira decided after 10 years, you know what I mean? We weren't going to sign no one. We weren't going to compete. We were moving to the Emirates Stadium, you know what I mean? DJ DQ was good. Is Big Andrew under pressure? Where are you going, Linda? How dare you? Oi, oi. Hungover. Husband's on his way. Why do you look so angry? I'm not angry. International break's always a bit of a bitch. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Saliba. There's a lot of talk, you know what I mean? That, yeah, his entourage and everyone is encouraging Real Madrid and encouraging the advances. Now, we know with agents and entourages and, you know what I mean, people linked with players, this could be to get a massive deal out of Arsenal Football Club. But I don't know. Yeah, man. I'm not bad, Luke. What are you saying? Are you okay? More worried about William Saliba. He's got to be strapped down, bro. Real Madrid. Again, I'm already hearing they're never going to have the money to be able to afford him. Do you know what I mean? Unless something astronomical happens. But I keep hearing they'll offer a Rodrigo, a Valverde, a Tucumeni. They'll do whatever they can to get their hands on Saliba. So Saliba, Arsenal need. Oh, there's another rumour as well. And I heard this from a Spanish friend of mine. Chef or not, he knows his football. He says, bro, that William Saliba talk could be a smokescreen to get Saka. Now, again, with the attacking prowess that they've got, Endrick, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Valverde, and countless kids coming through that are all attack-minded. I don't know. Max Dowman is already getting amazing amounts of attention. Now, he's already in Jack Wilshere's under 18s. He'll be playing for the under 21s before the end of the season, I've been told. Now, I think at 14, it's probably a little bit early for a debut. But, wow, if you're good enough, you're old enough. Max Dowman, if it ain't this season, it's got to be next season in a League Cup game. Fuck it. Play him 10 minutes against Preston. Have him on the bench. Being dubbed the new Kaká. And this guy was a Brazilian legend. Attacking midfielder. Had the touch of a genius. But every time I see this 14-year-old English kid, Max Dowman, I keep thinking Arteta will fuck him up anyway. But he's 14. He looks class. He is the part. I'd love to see him play a League Cup game this season. You know what I mean? We're away at Preston next. Saka, Odegaard will be fine for Liverpool, if not this weekend against Bournemouth. Guys, do we like him? Do we subscribe him? Alex Merritt has been linked with Arsenal. He's on a free at the end of the season. That's Napoli's #1. I think he's a Swiss goalkeeper. Borussia Mönchengladbach want to bring Butler Odieji on loan in January to Germany. With the view of taking him on a free at the end of the season. Ethan Nwari will be offered a £65,000 a week 5-year deal by Arsenal. Man City and Chelsea are hovering over him, as to Max Dowman. Man City, Chelsea, go and fuck yourselves. Frank Warren says he can get Neymar to Arsenal. Neymar's coming to England. He wants a London club. Neymar. Did you see that? Frank Warren on the boxing last night. So him and Neymar were sitting together the whole night. But he basically just said Neymar's fit and ready to return for his Saudi club. But he wants to move to the Premier League and he wants a London club and he wants Arsenal. Frank Warren says he's going to fix it, but he was laughing, obviously, at the time. Do you know what? The Irish goalkeeper is really good, though. Hence why he made a lot of noise and hence why he never left in the summer. Because when teams made inquiries like West Ham, Liverpool said 30 mil. We didn't get 30 more for Ramsdale, bros, with all respect. And yeah, Liverpool will get a decent amount for this Irish goalkeeper. That's why he's there. Carragher, Callahan, Carraghan. Like, didn't he play a Champions League final for Liverpool? Alisson is one of the most injury-prone goalkeepers in the world. You can always guarantee Alisson will have a few weeks out. Thomas Partey talks planned with Barcelona and former club Atletico Madrid this January. He says his time at Arsenal appears to be over. Palace want the Mark Guehi situation sorted in January. He's only got a year and a half left on his contract, and if a deal can't be done in January, it will be 12 months on his contract left at the end of the season. Arsenal, unbelievably, are still monitoring the situation, even though he's left-footed. Centre-back, like we need another one. And Liverpool and Newcastle. 24-year-old former... Oh, here's one for you guys. A 24-year-old former Premier League player has been arrested in London with the allegation of rape. He was arrested on October the 9th. I don't know where he plays now, but he's 24 and he's a former Premier League player. And it couldn't have been that long ago because he's only 24. Arrested, rape. More will come out over the next coming days. Zubimendi would consider a switch to Man City this January. Arsenal keeping an eye on the Mark Guehi situation. Frank Warren says Neymar wants to play for Arsenal. Thomas Partey considers his Arsenal future and talks are planned with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona this January. Ethan Nwari, £65,000 a week deal. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Nathan Butler on the edgy. Sunderland want to bring Jordan Henderson back to the Premier League. Man United still want Braithwaite, and they want to get Eze from Palace as well. £120 million has been set aside this January. RB Leipzig defender 21, centre-back Costello Lubeka is linked with Aston Villa, and Aston Villa allegedly are ready to pay £55 million. Ozkan Koku, 23-year-old attacking midfielder. I know UE likes this guy. He's at Benfica now. Is linked to a £40 million move to Liverpool this January. And Gael Gomez says if he doesn't get a move to the Premier League in January, he'll be coming to the Premier League on a free at the end of the season. Guys, would anyone consider Ivan Ferguson? Nico Williams? Struggling for game time at Atletico Bilbao. Something's gone wrong there. And there's no point saying should Arsenal go in for Zubimendi because we obviously never wanted Zubimendi. We never bid for Zubimendi. Liverpool is the only club that bid for Zubimendi. WB, Wagwan. And yes, I'm not going to say the Irish goalkeeper is as good as Alisson, but as far as number twos goes, bruv, he's really good. Ireland's number one and gets a lot of game time at Liverpool. True Alisson Becker is so injury prone. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. I think I'm going to jump onto TikTok for a hot minute. Nathan Nwari, though, needs to get minutes. This 14-year-old dubbed the new Kaká, Max Dowman. WB. Oh, evening treacle. Hardly actually see that there. You must have thought that was me being rude. I think it's because I was reading the football news. Yeah, how long has he been out for? He's been out for the international break, so that's a week or two of it already gone. So he's probably got 4 weeks left. When do we play Liverpool? Surely he's out for Arsenal versus Liverpool. Bournemouth. This Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. Then we got Shakhtar at home on Tuesday. So Saturday, Tuesday, and then next Sunday at home to Liverpool. Then it is the Carabao Cup, where I hope the kids get a lot of time. They might never come here. I don't know, but do you know what, bro? Do you know when someone says something a little bit smugly, confidently, arrogantly? He basically said, like, do you know what I mean? If Neymar wants, I want. Mention as well, I'm a lifelong Arsenal fan. I'm a season ticket holder, bond holder, box holder, this and that holder. I hold everything. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know, royalty and Arsenal fans, like premium fucking fan. Now, what he should have said was, what if Arsenal said no? But what if he bankrolled it, paid a fee if necessary, paid his weekly wages, no matter how astronomical or silly they was? Then would Arsenal consider it? I still think Arsenal would say no, just because of the media circles, etc., around his name. Are you saying it, WB? Would you take the 32-year-old name out of Arsenal? Because allegedly he does want out of Saudi. He does want to test himself in the Premier League. It's not about the money. He's been PSG, Barcelona, and earned ridiculous amounts of money. So what do you think? Basically, the hints all over the wall, isn't it? Haven't you seen it all over the place? Frank Warren, I can get into Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'll have a word with the board and blah, blah, blah. But first of all, I don't think Arteta could control that. 50 grand a week, I'll take for him to come. What's the buyout clause? He'll probably get out of there for free. Saudi, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? His contract could be coming to an end. Remember, he's been injured for a year out there. But let's say if it was a free, and he said he wanted a 2-year, 200 grand a week deal. Gabriel Jesus earns over 200 grand a week, Russ. Havertz earns 350. I don't think it's all about money for Neymar now. He's earned crazy amounts in Saudi. He's earned ridiculous amounts while I was at PSG. Like, if you ever hear the figures that he was earning, do you know what I mean? And basically running the club, like, again, Emery talking, that yes man side of Emery. If I'd have realised Neymar picked the squad, the team with me. 350 grand a week, 1 year, I'll take. I don't even think you'd have to give him 350 grand a week. For him to go to the club that he wants, a club that plays that kind of football, no relegation battle. Remember, man, he doesn't want to be a I don't know, even down where Chelsea can linger at times. He doesn't want them battles, Buzz. This guy needs to be playing. That's why he's always looked so good all his life. For PSG and Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? Like I say sometimes with the Guardiolas of the world. He's only managed 3 of the best teams in the world. Bayern Munich, Man City, and Barcelona. For me, even though I respect Guardiola and do believe he is one of the best managers in the world, his record speaks for itself, yes, granted. But could he do that at Arsenal if we're struggling? Could he go Man United and make them in the Champions League in 2-3 seasons? That's what I'd like to see with Guardiola. Now, back to Neymar though. I'm not saying he ain't a greedy bastard and he would want 800 grand a week from Arsenal. But if he really wanted London and he really wanted Arsenal, I think he can afford to live on 200 grand a week. And I believe the next move for Neymar is one of his last. He's 32. Even though he might milk it out in like Saudi and places like that for a few more years. I'm not saying I want Neymar either. I'm just saying if it was similar wages, because Jesus earns 265 grand a week, I think he's a better footballer than Gabriel Jesus. That's all I'm going to say, even at 32. And again, bros, Neymar's a guy. He's never had to play for a Middlesbrough or a Charlton or a Southampton or even a West Ham or a Brentford. He's been at PSG. They play 38, with all respect, easy games in the French League a season. And they get knocked out of the Champions League pretty quick, you know? Quarterfinals, whatever. They don't really make that impression. Barcelona, he was there in their heyday. It was very easy to look good. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, this guy, if he has to come to the Premier League, it could only be an Arsenal, a Liverpool, a Man City, or he would struggle. Loco, shut up. But yeah, you think he's finished, yeah? I think he's angling for one more big move in his career. He's tried Saudi. I think he's realised, you know what I mean? He's a little bit better than Saudi, even though he's been injured. I believe he'll go back to Saudi, and he might even go America. But yeah, I believe he has a little bit of unfinished business in Europe. And yeah, I don't know. So much skill in him. Anyway, I'm not saying necessarily Arsenal. I'd love to see him in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? But you'd hate to see him go Man City temporarily, you know what I mean, as a backup to Haaland, and him just go there and smash him. Because there's no doubt the geezer's a fucking genius. We've all seen what he could do at Barcelona, and I suppose at PSG. I have no idea what his scoring record is like, though. Did you see that anyway, Luca? The whole Frank Warren thing last night. Basically, Neymar sat with Frank Warren the whole night, and Frank Warren says he wants to quit Saudi and join Arsenal. Let me see if I can find anything on Google about it. Please be liking, guys. Neymar told me he's coming to Arsenal. Alright, let's just have a quick look at this. Messi should have come Premier League before he went MLS, just to say he played here. That's why I always say now, between Messi and Ronaldo, the best player in the world, it's Ronaldo for me. Frank Warren says he's going to act as Neymar's agent to get him a move to Premier League club Arsenal. The 32-year-old is currently tied in the Saudi run until the summer 2025. Warren, I'm a long last Arsenal fan. I'd love to see this man here. This is a man, he's coming to England. He's coming to play for Arsenal. When are you coming to Arsenal? We need you. He said, yeah. He's basically, yeah, he's not said much about it, but you know what I mean? He was like, I'd love to play in the Premier League. I'd love to play for Arsenal. He's kind of admitting it, the dickhead. I wanted to look at one more link. Frank Warren, born in Isla, passionate Arsenal fan, says he can do the deal. All Neymar has actually said on it, he says, I really want to play in the Premier League before I finish my career. Well, it is all over the internet. Neymar's been back for a sensational move to Arsenal. Neymar leaves transfer door opened. So again, Russ, there'll be no 500 grand a week, you know what I mean? Look, I'm going to ask you something. And I don't think you're going to answer it. What makes you want Gorkarez? Now, I'm convinced we're getting Sesko. But I'm happy with a 21-year-old Sesko over a 26-year-old Gorkarez. Has Gorka done anything in the Champions League that you've seen? The Europa League? He's never played at them levels. He's only played 10 games for Sweden, bruvs, and he's 26, 27. So looking at their records, I'd actually back Sesko over Gorka. Gorka has played for Brighton. He's played for Swansea, Coventry, and I don't know, like 150 games in England. He scored like 40, 45, 55 goals, 50 goals in 150 games. And that was in the Championship. So to be honest with you, that's the last motherfucker on the fucking. Do you know what I mean? He's down there with the Ivan Tonys of the world. He doesn't even really play for Sweden, bros. He's got 10 caps in total. A few international qualifiers are absolutely, you know what I mean? Never played Champions League football. I think he's played 2 Europa League games in his life. He scored 1 goal. It could sound unfair of me. Maybe he's a late bloomer, so to speak, like Ian Wright. Ian Wright never come into professional football until he was 21. I just don't know, man. I just think, yeah, he's just looking overly good at a sporting CP team that are doing reasonably well. But he's played for at least 3 English clubs, bruv. And none of them he was that amazing at. Like, he never got no English club to the Premier League. Like Coventry, like didn't get to the Premier League, did they? Even though they did have a very good season under him. Maybe you'll have a good Europa League season with Sporting CP this year. Let's see how Sporting CP get on in the Europa League, innit? See if he can score at Europa League level. But a lot of the teams in the Europa League, especially in the early stages, oh shit, mate. He's never played a Champions League game. And this is sometimes when you find strikers out, like, because I've seen Champions League or strikers out there, but sometimes they play for Scandinavian teams or Copenhagen, like 15 Champions League games, but 1 goal. But they're going to a Copenhagen or a Rosenborg or a Ludogorets. Do you know what I mean, bruv? But this guy, I don't know if he played Europa League last year with Sporting CP, but this year I think he's played 2 Europa League games, 1 goal. But both weak opposition, but we shall see, innit? So yeah, I don't know. I've never noticed him playing for Sweden. He's never caught my eye at any sort of level. I can't say I remember him at Brighton, Sheffield Wednesday, or Coventry. He's played for 1 or 2 other dodgy fucking clubs. So yeah, that guy can absolutely screw himself. He is dead in the stream. I'm gonna have a quick little look on TikTok. Are you still there, Luca? So yeah, I'm pretty sure Sesko's record. How many goals has Benjamin Sesko scored for Slovakia?
I found this on the web.
Or is it Slovenia? How many international goals has Benjamin Sesko scored?
Here's what I found.
I'm pretty sure. Look, Champions League. Matches played, 2 goals 3.
Nations League 4-4. Is this just this year? Yeah, this is this season. Bundesliga, 6 games, 2 goals. Nothing special there. Champions League, 2 games, 3 goals. Your boy Gorkros hasn't even played in the Champions League. And in the Nations League, which is international, bros, it's 4-4. 4-4. Oh, definitely, bros. Lee Carsley, bros. Come on. Who the fuck is he? But you see what I mean, bros, about Sesko, 21. This season, bros. Yeah? 2 Champions League games, 3 goals. 4 internationals, 4 goals. So for me, and Germany is the tougher league, if I had to choose between the two, it's very easy. It's Sesko all the way. But his record ain't that great. Yeah, his record ain't that great. How many goals has Victor Gorka scored for Sweden?
I'm afraid I couldn't find anything about that.
And yeah, not even Google knows who Victor Gorka is. Well, again, at 21, bros, there's a lot more hype at 21 in him than a geezer of 26. The proof is, as I just said, bros, no Champions League, no Europa League, no internationals. But a decent breakout season last year. These players scare me, bros. All right, Champions League, 2 games, 1 goal. Europa League last year, 9 games, 5 goals. Not bad. Let me have a look at this guy once and for all. All right, for Sweden. Come on, man. Just say his international record, you can. Coventry, 129 games, 120 games, 43 goals. Brighton, 31-14, but that was under 23. Swansea, 12 games, 1 goal. Brighton first team, 8 games, 1 goal. He played in the Premier League too. International career. Oh, brothers, it's too inconclusive. It's long. But it's pretty shit. Loco, once more. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get Gorkros. Sesko. We're linked with Sesko for the last year and a half. We're linked with Zubimendi for a year and a half. Excuse me. Zubimendi has made it very, very plain that we never ever bid for him. Not once. Do you know what I mean? So he said, I've never had the question. I've never had to answer the question about Arsenal. They've never bid for me. Only Liverpool bid for him. And he said he doesn't regret turning Liverpool down. Who would you take as England manager, bros? Who would you take?
Always be ready to.
Who would you take as England manager? Let's try and do a quick little TikTok live. Sorry, people. Do be liking, do be subscribing. You bastard. Just reading this TikTok, I look so sorry. Sorry, people. Who's with me, man? Talk to me, y'all. Where's WB when I need to come? I've realised what I think I've done here. What? Are you with me, guys? Where the fuck's WB? I have no idea what I'm ticking here, but never mind. I'm baff, people. This TikTok thing's an idiot thing. Right, let me take 2 jobs before we go live on this idiot manager. Who's with me? Who would you take as the England manager? Boss Blah, my brother. Just thinking about you, my brother. Yeah, bros. The only thing is, England would have played him if they could have, because they like to run Arsenal players into the ground. But hold on, let me just read it. I heard a Saka injury is not as bad as the media first thought. I haven't, but when you sort of see encouraging pictures, him and Odegaard sort of back around Arsenal and the sober reality, whatever, training base. So I reckon they'll be all right. If not for Bournemouth, definitely for Liverpool. Obviously, we've got Shakhtar in between that as well. Odegaard, you wouldn't want Odegaard and Saka out, bros. That would, it would nullify a lot of the creativeness to our team. Martinelli, Havertz definitely have to pull their finger out. It's none of this Havertz and 0 passes in 90 minutes. What are you saying, Boss Law? A lot of talk of Real Madrid wanting Saliba, but we know Real Madrid couldn't even do a deal for Euro. He went Man United. Alphonso Davies, they've had to wait till January to talk to him because when he's officially available to talk to on a free. There's a lot of frees Arsenal should be talking to. Sane's on a free at the end of the year. Musiala's got a year left of his contract, so we could really piss off Bayern Munich. Kimmich's on a free. They say Barcelona and the usuals are all over them. Alphonso Davies, Canadian, Bayern Munich, left back, on a free. Says he doesn't want to ever play for Bayern again. Real Madrid is a team of choice. Fuck them. I reckon we should do a deal with Bayern Munich. Say, listen, we'll give you Zinchenko in January or something. Then there's Jonathan David, also Canadian, plays for Lille. He's on a free. Scored against Real Madrid the other day. Alex Merritt, who's been linked with Arsenal, Napoli #1. Joshua Kimmich, German engineering in the midfield. Leroy Sane even. I reckon Chelsea will give us Sterling on a free. Resting performance play Sterling and stuff for Shakhtar and Liverpool. Possibly don't want David. He is rubbish. International record though. Remember, he played for Canada, bro. So he scored more goals for Canada than your pal Victor Gokras has scored for Sweden, mate. I'll tell you that factually. He scored more goals for Canada than your geezer has for Sweden. I'm telling you, bros. They're about the same age. One's on a free. I'd have him as a backup dancer. I'm not saying I'll take all them threes, but yeah. Alex Merritt could be a decent backup to Real. Alphonso Davies. He loves an attacking left back and right back. That could be hit Timber and Davies very happily there. What happened to Ben White? Who cares? Me too, John, go on TikTok. Alex Merritt is class. Do you think he'll come in at 27 years old, maybe try and be a second fiddle? Well, we all thought that about Euro. And bruvs, again, from what I'm hearing, Atletico Madrid wouldn't even back down for Mbappe. I'm sure there's a few brown envelopes in the Mbappe deal. But if you look statistically, he doesn't earn more than your average Gabriel Jesus does at Arsenal or your average Keir Havertz does at Arsenal. There's a pay code allegedly at Real Madrid. For a left back of Alfonso's quality, like if that was to work for Arsenal, the way he attacks us, he's such an attacking threat. That could be our very own answer to like a Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold is on a free in the summer. They say he's going Real Madrid. Real Madrid can't take Trent, Alphonso Davies, William Saliba. That's being suggested. Do you know what I mean? They can't have everyone, bruv. They've seen that. It took them an eternity to fucking get the deal done for Thingy. Alphonso Davies said he didn't want to play for Bayern no more, but they didn't have the money to pay for him in the summer. Saliba will stay. I am convinced if Arsenal match his ambition, I am convinced Saliba will stay. I think if Arsenal sort of keep finishing second or perhaps even drop lower than that, if Liverpool and Chelsea start hounding us down for second position, then he might think, yeah, screw this. Haaland going next 2 seasons, new contract has a 100 million release clause. And that's another one. They say he's going Real Madrid, but then what happens to Mbappe? Does he go to a left wing? There's also the rumours have been springing up. Odegaard and Haaland suggest they're going to play for the same club, not just the same national team as each other. In all honesty, I get it, Real Madrid, Haaland. I'm not so sure if Odegaard walks into the Real Madrid team. He was there for like 7 years, wasn't he? Let's have it right. But yeah, Haaland, interesting. Let's just see if Man City do get buy out for anything, and maybe Pep Guardiola could get the huff and maybe want to leave. Do you know what I mean? There's already a lot of a talk who the next manager could be. Some guy, I can't even remember his name, just popped out of nowhere. Haaland, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Tukumeni, Valverde. And you forgot Vinicius Jr., bruvs. Anyway, the word on road is from Real Madrid. If they were serious about trying to get Saliba from us, they would have to offer us 1 or 2 of their players. I did hear Rodrigo could be one. Valverde, Tukumeni. Shouts out to all the real ones jumping up on the TikTok. Tom, Kyle, Down to Earth, Apple user, what's good? I hope that Saliba doesn't jump ship and go to Madrid because he can stay at Arsenal and become a leader and legend like Tony Adams. And Jonathan David would be a brilliant signing for the club. That's what I'm saying, bros. He's on a free transfer. Scored against Real Madrid the other day. Got a very good international record. I have to say, he doesn't really thrill me with like the mad amounts of joy, but as a backup, I'd be begging Real Madrid, yeah, considering Musiala will have a year left on his contract. I'd be begging Madrid, Bayern Munich, sorry, give us Musiala and we'll give you Havertz straight swap. They're gonna need to replace Musiala, aren't it? What's good, people? Please subscribe, Danny AFC TV YouTube. We're live on YouTube and TikTok now, Danny AFC TV. But again, there's so much smart business to be done next summer. Merritt, free transfer. Goalkeeper, 27. Alphonso Davies, 23. Kimmich, 30. But, you know what I mean? Bayern Munich, German engineering, experienced. Could play right back at a push. Leroy Sané's on a free. Jonathan David. There's a lot of players Arsenal, you know what I mean, could get on frees. And then, yeah, sell a lot of them people that, again, surplus the requirements. Tommy can go for me. Kiewor can go for me. Zinchenko can go. Seriously. Do a deal of Bayern Munich. Say, do you know what? You're going to lose Alphonso Davies on a free. Take Zinchenko in January. Give us Alphonso Davies. And a little change on top. You know what I mean? And Bayern have got a couple of people in and out of contracts that I'd be seriously looking at. Kimmich, Alphonso Davies. Don't really like Leroy Sané, but he has got Premier League experience. So I wouldn't totally rule that one out. But that is more for next season's Arsenal. I can't see us really being active in the transfer window in January. We barely wanted to spend money in the summer. We started borrowing people from Bournemouth and Chelsea, respectively. Shows that we definitely didn't want no Zubimendi, no Nicola Williams, and Nico Williams. What's going to happen with Nico Williams? He ain't really getting a lot of love at Atletico Bilbao. Didn't really start for them the other day, Europa League. Or their last league game. I have no idea why. Please be liking the live video, my TikTok brothers and sisters. Please be subscribing to my YouTube channel, Danny AFC TV. Just a quick little live today, Sunday night. Just a couple of bits. Like we ain't already got one Jesus. That is rubbish. But Arsenal linked with 23-year-old Brazilian who plays for Botafogo in Brazil. His name is Igor Jesus, 23 years old. Recently made his Brazil debut and scored. William Saliba needs to be offered a new contract by Arsenal. Real Madrid are lurking. Saka and Odegaard, word on road is they'll be fine for Liverpool, if not Bournemouth, this weekend. Alex Merrick is the latest free transfer, Napoli goalkeeper that Arsenal should be looking at. Borussia Mönchengladbach are interested in taking Arsenal under 21s. Butler or the Edgy on loan for the rest of the season. Ethan Nwari is about to be offered a 5-year deal by Arsenal Football Club. Thomas Partey is ready to have talks with both Atletico Madrid and Barcelona this January. Obviously, he's on a free at the end of the season. Frank Warren says he can get Neymar to Arsenal. Neymar wants to quit Saudi. He wants a London club. He wants Premier League. He wants to join Arsenal. Palace want the Mark Guehi situation sorted this January. Obviously, end of the season, he'll only have 1 year left on his Crystal Palace deal. Newcastle, Liverpool, and Arsenal allegedly are still watching the situation closely. Martin Zubimendi would consider a move to Manchester City. A 24-year-old unnamed player was arrested on October the 9th this year in Westminster. The allegation is rape. A 24-year-old former Premier League player was arrested on October the 9th. Obviously, I'm sure we'll get a name in the next few days. Sunderland want to bring Jordan Henderson back to England. Man United are still looking at 2 big English players this January. £120 million has been set aside for Gerard Braithwaite and Eze of Crystal Palace. RB Leipzig defender centre back Costello Lubica has been linked with Aston Villa, £55 million. Allegedly, Emre is ready to go and do the deal and wants Villa to sanction the £55 million deal. Okan Koku, the playmaker at Benfica, formerly of PSV, has been linked with Liverpool on a £35 million move this January. Angel Gomez is a free at the end of the season, just broke into the England team. Allegedly wants a move to the Premier League this January. With Madrid. I don't reckon he's already signed the deal, bros. I just reckon Arsenal have to offer him, I don't know, maybe it's Kia Havertz money time. Maybe he just wants to know we're going to be competitive, not borrowing goalkeepers from Bournemouth and ratty little wingers from Chelsea that I have no faith in. Raheem the Dream, Raheem Sterling, are you mad? If in January or at the end of the year, end of the season, you go and buy Nico Williams, a decent striker, a central midfielder better than Mourinho, go get a couple of them free transfers I've been talking about. Joseph Kimmich, Alphonso Davies, Alex Merritt, Christopher David. There's a lot of decent. Even Leroy Sané is on a free. Alphonso Davies, Bayern will go to Madrid. Well, for one reason or another, he said he didn't even want to play for Bayern again. That argument's been half sort of squashed. Do you know what I mean? Who's just sent a gift? Shouts out to you. Please be liking and subscribing. Danny AFC TV. But Alphonso Davies, definitely, his club of choice is Real Madrid. But Real Madrid won't go in January because they'll still have to pay a fee. They can do a deal and agree a contract. Why don't Arsenal go and offer them Zinchenko? Say, give us £10 million. Give us £10 million. We'll give you Zinchenko. Give us Alphonso Davies now. What have they got to lose? If Bayern Munich are interested in Zinchenko, we should be trying to do a deal right there. We should be trying to do a deal right there, my friend. But Alphonso Davies, apparently that's the club he wants to go. But Lenny Yoro wanted to go only Real Madrid. He turned up in the Premier League at Man United for a lot of money. Guys, do be liking and do be subscribing if you is new. Danny AFC TV live on YouTube. Now, guys, I'm going to go because I got an early start in the morning. I've got to go walk the dog. So peace out and love to everyone that has been on the YouTube and TikTok. Won't do a deal for Zinni. Why not? Even when he's fully fit and ready now, I think Calafiore may start at left back ahead of him. I could be wrong. But let's see after the international break. If Zinchenko's on the bench, man, and he's just bench warming, I say we let him go to Bayern Munich and encourage them to encourage Alphonso Davies to sign for Arsenal. I think it makes sense, guys. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing if you is new. Danny ALC TV, I am out of the building. Peace out. Please be showing the love. I'll put a clip out of the video and I'll see you tomorrow live on TikTok and YouTube. Peace out. All right, I've just ended the live there, guys. Let me just click the video real quick. This will take 10 seconds.
I'm convinced Sleebles.
Let me just click that video real quick, guys.
I think if Arsenal saw...
Let me just get out of there. Sony, all right, but I just think that Arsenal need players that are not established and near the end of their need players that are not established and near the end of their career. When you players are young. Well, I've been saying this for a long time though, Boss Blah, and it never happens. We don't play Anwari as much as I think we should. That Max Darwin will go the same way, even though he's got time. He's 14. I reckon, and brilliant comment by the way, we should have got Arda Güler. Antonio Nusa is a decent little winger as well. There's wingers out there, bros, that have joined clubs like RB Leipzig or wherever Nusa is now. Is it RB Leipzig? And Güler at Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? There's a Turkish little left back, centre back I'm watching now, 18. He's the part, a little goalkeeper that's out in Turkey as well. Trabzon, he's the bollocks. Do you know what I mean? 18 years old, already a number one for Trabzonspor. I'll be looking at this kid. Of course I would, but why would they let Barcola go? He's in the first team as well. Well, of course I would, bros. Of course I would. Do you know what I mean? There is other young talents out there. Just their names ain't coming to me. Obviously, there's always young talents in South America. Palmeiras have got that defender we have kind of been linked with, and Real Madrid, Victor Reis, centre back, 18. They're saying he'll make his Brazil debut soon. They've got another little wonder kid in the midfield, left-footed set piece specialist, Franca Masterchionio. Couldn't agree more. Its value would be 100 million. And exactly, and we wouldn't really do that, I suppose. I know we have done it for Rice. Obviously, it wasn't all up front. I still don't know every detail of the Declan Rice scenario. I know it took a long time because obviously, yeah, the haggling. But yeah, instead of Barcola, bros, we've got an Anwari. We should be looking to give him minutes and integrate him into the team. That's why I say we should be buying players from the top shelf, not Mikel Merino as the medium shelf, with all respect. You know what I mean? Or looking at Sterling or Net Letos. Because we can promote the Skellies, we can promote the Josh Nichols, the right back, we can promote Ethan and Wari. That's free. And try and look for more. Max Dowman looks like he'll be ready sooner rather than later. I know, local, we're going out right now. I'm in the live now, boy. We're going out right now. I don't know about anything if our goalkeepers are really going to come to fruition. Any of these Porters or Sexton that we just nicked from Ajax. There is another one as well. Rosiak, the Polish right back, now playing in central midfield. Is there a future for him at the club? Do you know what I mean? Butler Odieji, obviously at 21, he's definitely on his way out. But guys, I've got to go walk my dog. Shouts out to Luca. You're the man of the match. Boss Blah, always a pleasure, guys. Peace out. Any last minute thoughts before I do go? Loco, sit down. I'm going right now. We're going right now. And I do agree with that as well. As I said, there's a couple in Turkey that I'd go for. The Turkish international Arda Güler at Real Madrid, very good player. As I said, they've got a left back in Turkey, centre back, come left back, brilliant, young goalkeeper, both 18. There is young talent across the world, bros. Along with a couple of free transfers, I think could be smart. Maybe that Alex Merritt, 27, wouldn't be a bad idea. He's on a free. Alphonso Davies is 23 years old. As I said, they churn out these Brazilian wonder kids quite nicely at Palmeiras. You know what I mean? There's another couple there I've been keeping my eye on. Franco Masterchionio and a centre back 18 called Victor Reis. Yapping on again. Anyway, yeah, Victor Reis. Definitely one to be keeping an eye on. But guys, I am going to get out of here. Not because there's little cretins there, but I've got all that dog in it, loco. But do be subscribing. Do be liking the video. And do be keeping it down at AFC TV. International football is the international break is done, or for England anyway. Thank God they played Finland today. I don't even know the score. Was it like 2-3-1? Useless. Couldn't really care less. But what's your final thoughts, guys? Goodbye, Dick Noah. Go do something with your boyfriend. What's your final thoughts, people? Arsenal away at Bournemouth. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit too early for Odegaard. Let's hope Saka's all right. If not, let's keep both of them nice and fresh. We've got Shakhtar in the week, and then it will be Liverpool the weekend after. So you want to say that to anyone's face, would you, girl? I remember, I've seen your face. All right, loco. But Vicky, nice. Yeah, mate. Seriously, I don't know. The only one way I thought to describe it, though, like it would seem rude. Special comes to mind. They're not in a good way. You know, special. Special. All right, but guys, anyway, let me go walk them, dog. I swear, a particular brand of toilet roll makes me want to sneeze more. Tune in tomorrow, mate. It was 3-1 England. Yeah, you tell her. Nice one, Boss Blah. Superhero, bros. Financially, last question I want to ask, since Luke is here as well, and to Boss Blah. Clearly, it was a financial thing in the summer. It was 75 mil spent, 75 million we recouped on the, oh God, who do we sell? The Ramsdales, etc. Do you think there is money available in January? I'll probably go and buy a left back, goalkeeper. But yeah, and what who do we need most? I still think we so badly need a striker. We know it's difficult to do deals for strikers or for many players in January. Sesko, I've heard there's a slightly higher release clause. I'm pretty sure he's the one Arsenal, if anyone, would go after. He seems to be the most sensible money. Decent age, 21. And he's having a decent season, Sesko. £53.8 million. There's talk Palmeiras want to sign Jesus. Could we nick one of their wonder kids off them? How to get done in John? I still got the money. Well, not necessarily, because again, if you count the money we recouped and count the money that we spent, it's about 70 million either way, bros. Maybe Kroenke won't spend their money last summer. Maybe we did have to sell before we could buy. Do you know what I mean? And I've always told you why I don't trust this Gorkarez, even though you say it's unfair of me, Boss Blah. But they can't afford Sporting CP can't afford 265 grand a week for Jesus. That's why swaps for players very rarely happen. Because Gabriel Jesus has still got how many years left of a 265 a week deal at Arsenal? Do you know what I mean? Victor Gorkarez doesn't earn nothing close to that. And if they get the Jesus, I reckon they'd accept the actual 70, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's inevitable. They're going to lose this geezer. I reckon a Bundesliga club will take him eventually. If Harry Kane was going to buy him, he'd probably be there. Perhaps Borussia Dortmund. Who knows? As I said, he's played in England. He's played one Champions League game in his career. Never played in the Europa League. Sweden haven't really pissed on him. And he's 27 on his next birthday. Maybe like Boss Blah said to me, he's a late bloomer out there. Me? Well, to be honest with you, bros, because I know fuck all about him. Like again, bros, like we've all got like Sky and everything. We've all seen certain times we've caught Sunderland's or Bristol City's in championship games on Sky Sports. I can't remember this geezer and the 12 clubs he played for in England. Whether that's unfair of me or not. And especially strikers, bros. You see, when I'm looking at strikers, if they have played internationals, no matter who it's for, I like to look at their record. Like Jonathan David. Canada ain't brilliant, bros. Decent record he's got for Canada. With no disrespect to Canada. This geezer's hardly ever played for Sweden. That's an alarm bell for me. He's played one Champions League game. That was a couple of weeks ago for Sporting CP. He's never played Europa League. Massive alarm bell, bros. So I just don't know if he can step up to the Champions League play and make a difference like the other night against PSG or against Shakhtar this week or in Milan in a couple of weeks' time. I know, just for one club, bros. But, bro, I can tell you a lot of people that look fucking good in Portugal. Bros, Fabio Vieira look fucking good in Portugal, bros. Do you know what I mean? And we know about that cunning little clown. What did he do at the Euros? Bros, he doesn't play for the best nation in the world, number one. I did watch him closely. Hold on. In the Euros, Jonathan David, the answer to win the league. He's decent striker, mate. But we know a striker that's going to legit. I think Gorka is. See, to think Gorka is better than Sesko or Jonathan David is just crazy. Like, I get it. You're saying you want that A-lister of a striker, the top shelf. Yeah. For me, it cost a lot. I think Alexander Isaac would be a very safe bet. Oh, Sweden play him. They don't play Gorka, do they? His injury record scares me, but at a club like Arsenal that plays that type of football that's geared to his strengths, I think that would be a winning formula. Sesko seems to be a very instinctive player. Put the ball in front of him, he sort of can bang it from 30 yards, 40 yards, overhead kick, the spectacular left foot, right foot. He's a different striker. That might do very well in the Premier League. Again, I do see Sesko as a massive risk. I just see Gorka as a bigger risk. I know Sesko's had a better international record, played more either Europa League games, played at a better level. The Bundesliga, I'm afraid to say, is a better level than Portugal. I don't think Tram's the answer. He's almost 28. No, Marcus Thuram is not that sort. You know what I mean? He's having a good season this year in Milan, bros. He's playing against us soon. Who is? Who is? Oh, Marcus Thuram. Yeah, they'll probably play the Argentine striker that night. Reason why I look at Sesto because thing is it suits process and Arteta style, but for me, I'd rather go someone like world class. Martinez. See again, Martinez is no guarantee in the Premier League, bros. He's not young no more. You know what I mean? He should have left Italy 2-3 seasons ago, if not 4. But he is very good. Listen, it's not a must, but if you want to buy a striker, Premier League experience is always very helpful. I don't know who. Well, last I see, it was Thuram up front, unless they're playing both of them now. Well, I'm going to judge him in the Champions League. I want to see how Sporting CP get on in the Champions League. Loco, shut the fuck up. I want to see his Champions League record. Because who knows, if he starts scoring a bunch of goals in the Champions League, maybe I was unfair. Who knows? Hold on, play big. Last time Arsenal got a world class striker was Van Persie. And do you know how much we paid for Van Persie, bros? Do you know how much we paid for Van Persie? Less than £3 million. 2.75 million. I don't need no Googles or nothing for that. 2.75 million. He wasn't really signed as a striker either. More of a winger, attacking mid. They always said he was the number 10, the natural replacement for Bergkamp. Never was backed to be that Haaland 20, 30 goal a season striker. Very well done. Yeah. Sold him for 25 mil. Havertz couldn't even wank Robin Van Persie, I'm afraid to say. Totally different class, totally different levels, bros. Havertz is an okay footballer, bros. Robin Van Persie is a beast. The only reason why his record at Arsenal wasn't better, bros, is because it was hard for him. He had a massively bad injury record all the time. And he did have either Wright, Bergkamp, Anelka's, Thierry Henry's all in his fucking way for starting places in that fucking team. Jose Antonio Reyes is will towards at times. Arsenal was fucking good. We were winning titles. Champions League finals. Thing is, bro, could you imagine a bastard like me? Imagine him coming to Arsenal, playing 10, scoring 1. I'd be sitting there saying, see what I mean, Loki? See what I mean, boss? Bro? It's all too much of a risk, and haven't we had enough of that? Like, with the Jesuses, Havertz is now our number 1 striker, bro. Like, this guy's a little giggling to get rid of him at Chelsea. So are their fans. Do you know what I mean? When the shit hits the stuff, or against the Man Cities of the world, or Liverpool's coming up, or against maybe Inter Milan's in the Champions League, I don't know if Havertz is going to deliver for Arsenal. We'll fucking see and see. Because we haven't got very many other options. It is a little bit unfair, but as I said, he's played in England, hasn't really banged, hasn't really got an international record. I reckon it's an expensive risk. And if he didn't come in and hit the ground running immediately, or worse still for him, had to play second fiddle behind Havertz. I think I was trying to say Havertz and Jesus together. Havertz for a little while. It might dent the confidence that he had and the extra inch in his penis and his ball bags that he had found whilst he was playing in the Portuguese top flight for Sporting CP. And this, I think a lot of strikers would. Even possibly a Van Ferguson at Brighton would do better than Havertz, you know what I mean? I'm not saying the bar is that high. What I'm saying is this time, especially if we're spending money, bruvs, like the money is all, you know what I mean? Off a fucking tightrope situation, we need to do it correctly. We've bought Havertz, Jesus, do you know what I mean? He's bought a fuckload of goalkeepers and defenders, set to probably get more. He needs to get this one more winger situation. Fuck Raheem Sterling off. And Nico Williams, again at 21, as you say, young blood. Don't know what he's doing on Atletico Bilbao's bench in the Champions or Europa League the other day. It's a shame. It's a travesty. Get him to Arsenal. He may have a bit of an attitude problem. Who knows what it is? But something ain't quite right at Atletico Bilbao. In the international team. I'm not so sure. I'm just pretty sure. If we Googled it now, Isaac has scored more goals. And sometimes Isaac, as we know, he's holding an injury right now. So he wouldn't have been out for Sweden, as far as I know, at the last international break. Remember, he was nursing an injury before. He didn't play for Newcastle before the international break. And I believe, reading between the lines, what Eddie Howe was saying, if we don't play him tonight, he won't go and play for Sweden in the international break. So I think they left him out. So no way, but I'm not even going to Google that one, to be honest with you. Pretty sure that's not accurate. As far as I knew it, the last game I watched for Sweden, which was not the last one, the one before, they both played, they both scored, but Gorkros was on the right of the front three. Isaac was in the middle. That's called, for me, accommodating a motherfucker. But who knows? Maybe I'm still being unfair to him. But Boss Blah, you are a real one. I love you, my brother. Please hit the likes on the video. Do subscribe if you. It would be fascinating. I think at West Ham he would fade away and disappear. I think it would have to be a top club like the Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Or I think Gorkres is a very average footballer. As a striker, you don't really bounce around till like you're 26, and well, yeah, I've done fuck all in your career. It's very rare, bruvs. A striker, you know, you're born with that instinct. You know straight away. As soon as we see Rooney at 16, we knew he was fucking class. I don't know. I'm not Swedish. I only can say from what I've seen, and I watch this geezer Isaac every week. Victor Gorkres played in England for 4 or 5 years. I'd never heard of him. Just being real, bros. Like, you know, I'm not doing it for wind drop. I didn't know he played for Sheffield Wednesday, Brighton under 23s, Swansea, Coventry. I didn't know he did all that, bros. I'm just saying. But Sporting CP did, you know what I mean, spend a decent amount on him, like 20 mil. So fair play to them. And I hope they get, I suppose, as close to that buyout clause as they can. Boss Blah, you're the man of the match, though, bro. Respect. Peace out, brother. Sticky.